Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having themselves a mighty fine day. Let's talk about some of these organizations in Tower of God. I want to do a series of discussions, at least three of them, I'm going to say probably. And I want to do them with some other content creators in the sphere or who at least are familiar with Tower of God. If there's anybody you personally have in mind that I've never spoken to yet or may have not heard of, feel free to drop them in the comment section. But I'm thinking of obviously going with like Milios, Joe, Haku, Sun, those guys, inspirational. Those and actually, if East to West reviews is around, get him into pick his brain and some stuff. JD, Otaku Fix, all those guys. But yeah, I'm starting to really have an issue with the inner workings of various organizations being completely unexplained. I have no idea how F.U.G works, the inner workings of this organization. I understand that in a sense they're kind of like a terrorist group in conjunction to the tower. Like the tower is seeing them as this like rebellious revolutionary group to some degree, and I know they're dysfunctional and not organized, but I don't know how it works. The same thing with Wolhaiksong, and to me, one of the most egregious ones would be the Jahad Empire. So let's just talk about it briefly. Talking time just tick away. You ain't clocking hours on the day. All that watch is stopping what you claim. Dollar crosses Rio got me name. Hoping God just get me out this way. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the Ghost to the 13-month series does not get you and you can stay notified. Check my description for various links like the links to my Discord, and follow me at Young Paperwork on Twitter, comment and share, and definitely follow me on Twitch. And now, back to the video. The reason that I say the Jahad Empire one to me is the most egregious, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like there comes a point to me in certain series where I should at least have an inclination and some type of very basic understanding of something. And the Jahad Empire, with the way that we're facing against these squadrons and commander corps and, you know, sub captains, but you know, like Sean Hihas and Sharons and stuff like that. It's like, to me at this point, we should have some type of understanding of how it works. I thought in the last station, to some degree, we're gonna get a more in-depth explanation, because what I initially had thought, and this is no fault on SIU, this is how I interpreted stuff. I thought he had a bunch of regular factions and people who were regulars or had the strength relative to rankers or ranker level strength, but stayed as regulars because they can go to certain areas in the tower. So that's why I thought Levi or Levy was one of those characters. Obviously, I was wrong. He's a bum. He lost a rock throw in Stone Edge, and Stone Edge doesn't even have good accuracy. So, yeah. I would like to know what it is you need to do to become a squadron commander. How did Yasracha get that position? Calivan. How did Liboric? How does the replacements work? How do you find the next one if something happens to a squadron commander? Like, I think those things are very important to know to some degree. Is it based off strength? Is it based off, do you have to do written tests? Is it a combination of two? You got to be intellectually sound but also physically powerful. Is it like, oh, this random foot soldier did this thing, gets upgraded, oh, does another accomplishment, gets upgraded? Is it just a favoritism thing like Jahad and the Dory and them are like, hey, yeah, you? Or is it like, could families influence this with some like, hey, politically, if you could get my son Yasracha or whatever to be a part, like how does it work? Because I think it should be super fascinating, and it should honestly tie in with all the political affairs in the tower. So that's why I think that one's annoying. F.U.G bothers me just because we have so many characters from it. Bam being a Slayer candidate, and I think we know nothing about the organization. I do think some of this one is intentional due to the fact that it's supposed to kind of be a mysterious group in the tower. But it's like, bro, I need more information. I need to know some structure stuff. I would like to know a little bit more of the other Slayers who are sleeping and whatnot. It just seems like we have these very prominent groups in the tower, and all of these very important figureheads and people in it acting, but we don't know anything about the actual group itself. I will say this: Wolhaiksong does not bother me because we have not gotten there yet, and we've seen Urek briefly, and we haven't seen like Bayak Ryu and stuff like that. That's the one that I could wait on and wait for. But I hope that when we get to that floor around there, we do get a better explanation. But then again, no, I can't say that because I do know what the goal of F.U.G is to take down the family heads and the king. And then Jahad Empire is literally the military of the tower. Wolhaiksong find a way out the tower. So I can't say we don't know the main objectives of each one. So that's my bad. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Does this bother you? Because this is one of those things that just kind of, it's always in the back of my head, especially with the Jahad Empire and F.U.G. But Wolhaiksong, we'll get there when we get there. Do you guys want to know more inner workings of the tower and stuff? And yeah, definitely let me know if there's anyone in particular you would like to see in these videos. But yeah, I'm gonna have a conversation about each organization. Probably start with F.U.G, Wolhaiksong, and then end with the Jahad Empire. I think I briefly mentioned I was gonna do it before. Things got busy, but I'm ready to hop back into those discussions. So let me know. I'll probably stream it too, if anything, on Twitch. So follow the Twitch. Y'all be safe.
In my drugs, pour it in my cup, sitting in my darkness with my ghouls, we pouring up. I don't really give a fuck, I don't really ever say.